right, so here we go. What we got here is $225 we spent on Temu on just assorted backpacking and camping gear. So what we'll do is we'll just tear into this and kind of show you what we got. The packaging actually wasn't in too bad a shape. What I'll do is I'll get this opened and then we'll just pull each item out one at a time. So we set that to the side. So what we have here I believe this is the windscreen. Yeah, that's what this is. Case isn't too bad. There's some loose threads on there. So probably not the best little build, but might last a little while. It's a little bent there, but this is flat or thin enough you can just straighten it out. So basically that's what we have there. Looks pretty good. Looks like it'll do the job. Probably watch out on these edges though, that they feel pretty sharp. I have to take a little emery cloth or something and dial those down. But this is the 10 panel, and I'll put prices of what I got these for somewhere on the screen here, but that's the windscreen. So that come in pretty handy. I'll just set this off camera. Next, right here. What this is. Oh, this is what this is your backpacking chairs. Me and my wife have one. This you basically on the legs of it. Some of them come with them, but mine didn't. This you basically put on the legs of your chair, and this keeps, like if you're on sand, like sand or soft soil, this will keep you from your chair from sinking down into the ground. But you put your legs right here through these little holes and into these little pockets, and then that distributes your weight over uh, a larger space, and so your legs not digging into the ground. So hopefully that'll fit the chair. I'll put the price, like I said, uh, up on the screen for each item. I want to say this was just like a couple of bucks though. That's pretty handy. It packs down real small. I like that. So set that off camera. Cut into this a little better. Okay, so this was something that I thought would be pretty cool since I like to winter camp. This is a puffer hat, a down puffer hat, and that actually looks really well made. It's got a couple of buttons here on your strap that goes under your chin, but uh, this I thought would be good for wearing around camp, or even like when I go to bed, when I go to get in my sleeping bag or something. Slip this on to keep my ears warm, but those will snap up so where it ranges up. It's not the prettiest looking thing. They kind of look weird, but and it's got a cinch drawstring here uh, with a little button so you can get it to fit snug on your head. But that feels really good. Little feather coming out there. That really seems like it'd be really warm. So yeah, all the stitching looks good. Uh, doesn't look like anything is out of place or coming apart. Actually, looks like it's pretty well made. But it's basically just kind of like a sleeping bag for your head. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Next, I've wanted one of these. Um, this is a kettle. Um, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It says it's 0.8 liters. I'll have to look on my order thing. I want to say I thought I ordered the 1.5 liter, but this will more than likely work. I like the size. Looks like it's in a really nice. This is the box it came in. Camping teapot DS-08. There's your model number. So yeah. So let's take a look. So yeah, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was, but it looks like it's pretty well made. See how the size of my hand. It's a pretty small teapot. I'd honestly probably boil enough for a cup of coffee, maybe two. Looks like it's well made though. All the rivets are in good shape. Has kind of not a silicone, but has a rubberized handle here. So yeah, little teapot. Okay, this is an inflatable camping light. This I thought was pretty interesting. Um, so basically, you inflate this. I'll get that all on the camera. So this is, I would say, probably about 30 inches long. You inflate it here on just your regular little inflation. You blow it by air, and then it has a USB, and you basically plug it up to like a power bank or something like that, and it has an LED strip in it, and I'll I'll plug this up later. We'll kind of go through this stuff a little more intensive after we get everything opened up. But I thought that would be nice for around camp or inside the tent. Just be able to hang that up. It has a strap there that you could hang it on something. Sure, once it's inflated, it would stand out straight. Maybe yes. So I wanted something like this. I used to have like a little. I bought it at Walmart in the camping area, but it was a round uh, thing that held your spices. And I seen these, and I thought this would be really cool for holding, salt, pepper, you know, whatever Montreal steak seasoning. You could, put a little olive oil in these, but uh, this has nine. It has five of these, and these are glass with a screw lid, and then they fit in there like that. And then there's four that have a cork lid, and then this actually really seems to be made pretty well. This I'm sure is here's an eyelet right here, and then there's another eyelet here, so you tie that up through those two eyelets, and you could hang this up. Um, yeah, I thought this would be kind of an easy, compact way for you know storing spices and stuff for trips and stuff like that. And it's made out of a I'm not really sure what denier this is or the thickness, but it is a waxed canvas. Um, and then it snaps like that. And something else is, if you switch these bottles around, kind of like so, if you were to do all of them, you could just drape this over something and kind of just have your come back and button these buttons right here and have this draped over something kind of like that and just have it hanging. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I'm really digging this product, and yeah, that's pretty nice. Then you got some heavy duty buttons. This this Temu thing. We went down the rabbit hole. My wife bought some stuff for a cruise, some clothing, women's clothing and stuff, and man, it was really nice stuff, and you know everything she bought worked great. But uh, so we've actually this is my first time for ordering anything on there, um, so of course it's all going to be gear. Uh, but she's ordered stuff several times, and it's all been really great. So yeah, this is pretty seems pretty high quality, pretty tough. I think that'll really last a long time. So, and what I do like about this is you have the waxed canvas here, and then some elastic uh, strapping here. So even if this elastic strapping fails, over time elastic will fail. You still have the canvas little strap there that would still hold it in place. And then, of course, once this is secured, it'll nothing can come out of it. Okay, this is something else that really I thought it was pretty cool. Um, so when it comes to hats, I like ball caps, and this I thought was pretty neat. Uh, this one I bought for mostly, wearing in, if I'm not hot tent, if I'm just in a tent, just for lounging around or whatever. But this one I got, this looked interesting because I thought this would be something that I could wear maybe while hiking or biking, out on the trail. But it's basically kind of a baseball style or shaped hat that has the ear muffs that come down. Here it has a drawstring to tighten up around your head. And then it also has this kind of, it's a little bit flexible, little face cover, nose and mouth cover that would protect you from the wind. Uh, so if you can see that, so your eyes would be right there. And then you have your Velcro strap here that would kind of bring that under your chin. But yeah, the name on this is Suplex, but it's a faux fur lining here, and then it has the same thing. I don't think that's a fleece, uh, but it has a black lining in there also. And I think this was $4 or $5, but like I said, I'll put the price in the video. Feels like it's made out of pretty good materials. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, so here I'll set the box to the side. So yeah, this is basically it. So you got a little handle there. But I figured like my hot tent stove, I would be able to set this on top of it and you know maximize the heat from my stove. And then also, if I'm not using this when camping, I could set it on top of my heater in my garage and it would help out. So this, I want to say, was like $22 or something like that. Seems like it's pretty well made. But we'll test it out. Set that back in there. It's made. I mean, really, don't really see how you could mess this up. It's not bent. It didn't get bent in shipping or anything like that, and it folds up, clicks into place. So yeah, I think that'll work out great. I think this was like $4 or $5. So I mean, really, I don't think you can go wrong with that. Flexible water bottle. Whirls, love life, love sports. This I thought would be kind of handy to have, like in the pocket of one of my packs or something, so I could get to kind of quick on the trail or whatever. But it basically just kind of, I've got a little pocket on the belt of my pack, and without water in it, this would just set in there. So it's 500. I'm guessing that's milliliters. Okay, next. Okay, this is a collapsible rocket stove. And I haven't had one like this before. And this was something else I was wanting to check out. Now, this one, if I'm not mistaken, was I think around $18 to $20. So this was a little bit more than some of the other things. Comes in a nice, it does have a nice nylon case with Velcro, made in China, of course. It does have one loose thread down here on the corner, but it's kind of a billfold kind of flip over. And then you have all your components here. We'll set the little case here to the side. So these are going to be your little pot racks here. Looks like everything might be laser cut. I can feel some sharp edges, so be careful opening this up. So, and I didn't see any instructions, so I might have to go back later and look at a picture of this to get an idea of how it goes together. This is stainless steel. The laser cutting on it looks like really high quality. So I'm actually, and it's I'll get my calipers out and give you a thickness on the gauge. But yeah, so I have no clue how this goes together. It's like a rocket stove. So I'm trying to remember what the picture looks like. It looks like there's 4 sides to it. Or not a rocket stove, but a kind of a taller. This looks like maybe this is where you. And this is from Gear Top. Can you see that Gear Top right there? Yeah. So this is one of the. I don't know if some other company is doing knockoffs of some of these known companies, but I've noticed like Nature Hike and Gear Top and a couple of other companies, that are kind of known in the outdoor industry have items on there. But this one is supposedly from Gear Top. But yeah, I don't. This I think I'll put this together later in the video and we'll take a look at it. Okay. This is my pack cover. This is a pack cover that I wanted to get. Well, that has a weird smell to it. Yeah, this is a rainproof pack cover for my pack. Plastic there. But yeah, this I'll bring, in the video. I'll put this on my pack to make sure. This I've got a 90-liter pack, and this was supposed to fit at 80 to I think 100. So yeah, we'll take a look at that and later and see how that fits my pack. Looks like it's made out of pretty good material. There wasn't any loose stitches or anything. The elastic seems to be fairly decent, but it's just going to get put on my pack when it rains. This. Okay, this is something else I got for hot tent camping. What comes in? That's a pretty nice little drawstring bag there. It's a ripstop nylon. This is, if you can see that, fireproof ISE mount. Maybe that's the company name, but this is basically just a fireproof blanket for my stove, or really any heater, or even like if I wanted to use this under my tarp or something and didn't want to scar the ground or just keep my coals and stuff under control, I could lay this down on the ground. But this is a fireproof mat, and I'll put the dimensions of this in the video. The bag, I like that it's bigger than the item, so it's probably a good 3 to 3.5 inches longer than the item. There's the item right there. So you could put other things in here with this. Looks like it's made pretty well, so I think it'll serve its purpose that I got it for. Okay, so this will probably have to maybe reposition the camera. I've wanted one of these also. This is a backpacking foldable table. That seems really light. So the case here seems like it's made really well. It's a ripstop nylon. Has a nylon loop here on this end, and then a carry handle here on this end. And I'll put this together a little later in the video, but basically, or something like that. But this is a table, and it's made out of ripstop nylon. And we'll put this together. But I got this for, putting in my tents or just around camp or whatever. It's really handy. You can cook on it and stuff. So we'll put this together later in the video, and I'll show you what that looks like. But it looks like it's really high quality. It doesn't have any markings on the bag itself, but it looks like it. All the stitching it's all double stitched. Well, not all of it's double stitched, but some of it has double stitching. There's no loose threads on anything. Still have quite a few items here. So, okay, so this is a belt. And if you guys have ever been on Temu, you get all these little pop-up things where they try to get you to invite new people to their website and it's a gimmick. Some of it worked. My wife, she was able to get, I don't know, I think it was around $100 worth of stuff for free for inviting some people. I had actually I tried it when she did, and I was unable to get the free merchandise, but so I gave it another try after I placed this order, and I think I needed like one more person or something to check it out. Nobody ever did, but they basically, I guess for my efforts, sent me this belt for free. So the thing, I'm a big guy, so the key thing is whether this is going to fit me or not. But it's adjustable, and then the belt buckle here made out of a hardened plastic with some brass hardware on it there. I like the style. I like the belt buckle. It's pretty small, so instead of having to undo your belt buckle like a typical belt here, you can just hit that real quick, and it's got the clasp there to keep the extra. So okay, so here we go. I think I know what this is. Let's get into these. Be careful not to cut the contents. Boy, they like their packaging tape. I think that's the only way anything of theirs survives shipping. I was really surprised on their packaging. There was like one little hole about this, and actually I think it was made that way, maybe to keep air from building up in the package or something. But I mean, there was a lot of masking tape, but the packaging was in decent shape from coming from China. So here's another one of those kind of cheap plastic little stuff sacks. I wish they would have put these in like a nylon stuff sack ripstop or something. But I've got some, little waterproof bags. So these are basically down booties. Which yeah, it's down. It's starting to fluff up. So these basically I got just for winter camping, for, inside the tent, if I don't have a heat source or something like that, like of course, not hot tent camping or something, I probably wouldn't need these. But if I was just going out in one of my, winter tents, and these I basically bought just to put on my feet while I'm sleeping or inside the tent, but they're down. This is the company name. I've never heard of it. It might be a name brand, Camper Box. I don't believe these said what the fill was on these. They're pretty full, and they're puffing up pretty big. So hopefully they'll fit my foot. I wear a size 13, so hopefully my foot will fit in there. If not, my wife just got some new house shoes. But these will pack down like really small, and that's what I wanted them for. So about the size of my fist if it was closed. These will pack down like that. So this is something else I wanted. It folds up really small. It weighs just about nothing. But just to maybe put in one of the outside pockets of my pack or something, and for taking breaks or whatever, just a little foldable mat, foam, says jungle leopard on it, but almost weighs absolutely nothing. So I could use this like a knee pad or something around camp, or just set around on a stump, or fallen tree or whatever on trail or something. But I really just wanted one to have one that it's not going to take up any space in my pack, and it's stupid light. So I think that was just a couple of bucks. Okay, so I hope this isn't broke. So this is another name brand company that I noticed has got products on there, but or actually, I believe BRS is a China company, but they make really quality outdoor gear. I have one of their little isopropane stoves, or isobutane. So comes in a nice little plastic box. Yeah, that looks like it's really well made. So this will just screw onto one of your canisters, and it's a little lantern. So I wanted to try these out and check it out. But this is made by BRS. You have your height control on your flame. I want to say this was like 18 bucks. Yeah, it's got there's some foam padding down in there, if you can see that on camera, and then around here to keep it from moving around. So we'll check that out, and we'll do a little demonstration. All right, looks like one more item. Okay, so I know what this is. Let's get this opened up. So this is, you can see that in the video there. It's basically a little folding tripod that for cooking over a campfire. So you can hang a pot or like a Dutch oven or something over the flames of your fire and cook on. So this folds down really small. So I thought this would be cool to have. Uh, there was a lot of threads and stuff come out on that. You see that? See that, everybody? So yeah, mini camping tripod. Just a nylon little carrying bag. So basically, you have 3 of these. There'll be 3 poles, tripod. These are kind of sharpened, not to a point, but to a blunt point for sticking in the ground, and they're threaded on each end. And I would probably assume that there's probably 3. So you got 3 with sharpened ends, so that would go into the ground, and then you got 6 of these. So you take 2 of these, and I'll put the length on that, but that's probably about 30 inches. It's not quite as tall as I thought it was. And then on this little aluminum piece here is threaded, and these will just thread into that like so to create your tripod. So yeah, that would go hang over a fire pretty well. Yeah. And then you've got you can set you got this pin that kind of will go through there, so you can set your height of your pot that hangs there. So looks like it's pretty good quality. These little threaded. It's a thread by thread adapter. Those are I thought were maybe machined in there, but that's just a threaded adapter. So those will unscrew. So if you weren't planning, you could probably put a little super glue in there just to keep these from losing those. But yeah, it seems to be made pretty well. And this is something else that we'll try. And like I said, I'll try all these products out on some adventures and do some testing on it, and kind of give you guys my opinion of everything. But I mean, really, besides a couple of loose threads on a mostly just the bags that things came in, I didn't really see any on any of the products themselves. But this one hat that I got, the little pull cord right there has already come loose. So, but that might be something that I can easily fix. But you know, like I said, I'll put all the prices of this stuff in the in a header in the video somewhere up here or something. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I think a lot of this stuff is pretty good. I have seen some stuff. I watched a few videos, some review videos, and there were a few items that I seen somebody buy that was junk, but honestly, what they were buying was kind of a gimmicky kind of product anyways, and I wouldn't have expected it to be any good for the price that they paid for it. But I picked some some items that I think I could put to good use on trips and stuff like that would make it kind of nice, camp a little nicer and a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I'll later in the video I'll put some more of this stuff together and we'll kind of look at it a little bit more. So, yeah.